What up, what up? You knew it was going to happen. First tournament win. Got to do it in the bag. And to show you guys what I was working with. It was fun out there today. And got in some good work. Still putting with the Wardens. Medium Wardens. Won't go away from them. These are money. Anytime I need a hyzer putt, medium Cenis. Guaranteed to finish back to the left for me, maybe into a headwind. Although I'll still putt with the Wardens into a headwind if it's not too bad. Medium Mercy was in the bag today. Hardly threw it at all. Just little touch shots. I think I only threw it twice the whole day. The course just didn't really call for it. I was throwing the harp a lot of backhands. Anything from like 200 to 250, I might have been throwing the harp if I wanted it just kind of straight. This harp is a little beat in, I guess, so it flies straight. It was the only harp I had in the bag today. If I wanted something that was a little more stable than that, I would just throw the Verdict, Fusion Verdict, first Verdict I ever bought. I walked into a Play It Again Sports, felt great in my hand. I didn't even really knew what it did and had to go look it up online later. And it's been in my bag ever since. It's the first Verdict I ever owned. And got an ace with it today. Had 9 witnesses, so that was pretty sweet. So yeah, Fusion Verdict. If you don't know, now you know. So that's my stable mid-range. I did carry 3 truths today because we were out in the woods. Only threw 2 of them. Got the Truth Indian. He's my most understable. He's a Fusion Truth, not an EMAC. So anything I don't want to put a lot of power on, but I still want it to flip up to flat. This is the guy. Big Anheuser flex shots, hyzer flips, stuff that I want to keep going right or just go straight without a lot of power on it. This is the disc right here. Got a couple birdies with that today. If I want to go up a little bit in stability, got a 2010 EMAC Truth, 2010 World Champion EMAC Truth. Got it used on eBay. Patty Marsh, I know you had one too. Holla! And great disc, got some birdies with that today. Blue Ice was in the bag. It's my most stable truth. It's an EMAC. Didn't throw it at all today, even though the wind was kicking up. Why didn't you throw your most stable truth, Mike, if the wind was picking up? Well, because I don't throw truths into a headwind. So the only time I'd really be throwing truths is if there was like a tailwind situation. So you want something more understable in those situations. So that's why I was throwing the other ones. And just never really threw a truth where like I wanted it to finish left. Anytime I wanted something like that, I was throwing a Verdict or a Felon, which is the next disc that we'll talk about. Got 2 Felons. Got a 169 Fusion, a little bit lighter. It's the oldest Felon in my bag of the 2, and used it for all my forehand birdies in the woods today. Yeah, can't say enough good things about the Felon. And then the gray one's a little heavier, 173, also Fusion. And I was throwing it on my backhands today into headwinds and stuff like that. I won't throw the 169 into a headwind too much. Yeah, it gets a little out of control on me. I had a couple defenders in the bag, a couple Biofusion defenders. I threw them in practice on this long hole that we had for max distance. They never got thrown in the tournament, though, so they don't get talked about too much. Had a Spark in the bag if I want to throw it farther with more fade than a Verdict, but didn't throw the Spark today. Had an Enforcer that I threw 1 time each round when I needed just a big hyzer into like a 15-mile-an-hour headwind, and it did the trick both times. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I only used 10 different discs today, and one of those 10 discs I only threw twice, and one of them I only threw 1 time. So yeah, and I only had 13 discs in the bag total. So you don't have to throw a whole bunch of shit. Just figure out what you throw real well and keep throwing it, and do your thing, and go get you some next time. Come get me. Champ is here, bitches. Let's do this. Let's go. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ!